Greetings and welcome back. It hasn't been any time at all for me, but it could have been a length of time for you. Probably not. I'm not that popular. Alright, home we go. Well, pseudo home. Let's go by the Ring of the Whisper. No, I'm sorry. That's a poor joke. Did I close the door behind me again? I would have thought that I left this open last time. Oh, okay. New position. Hi. You are actually really adorable, but still creepy.
Oh. No, you do have a time.
I wonder if she'll say anything different now that I'm buying something from her. Probably, but I'm wondering if it'll actually be of any use.
This place is... Are you going to... Those... Namer? For heaven... Imagine. Yes. Were you... satisfied? I'll be around if you ever come back.
I can't remember if I tried to smash this table before. Obviously it won't work with a roll. I probably can't smash it if she sits on it. But, yeah, it would be funny to see how she reacts if I smash the table without actually touching her. And, watch her fall. She probably wouldn't be too pleased. It would be quite comical, but I doubt she'd be angry with me for it.
I'd given you up for dead.
What else do you have? I've got a longsword. Falchion, which is basically just improved scimitar. Anything from the weapons section that I really want. Do I have any of these? Held 2, yes. Okay, so reinforced weapon. What will this do? It will give it... No, I'm just double checking that it was... So it gives it, like 0.2 additional? Like, I can see that it obviously gives it 6 additional damage. And 1 point... Wait a minute. That's not stability. The stability stays exactly the same. Why would you enhance the shield if it doesn't improve the stability or significantly improve the blocking? Maybe one of the Ascensions does it? I don't know. This just improves the damage. Required item is Titanite Charm. Okay, so the Flame Augment obviously doesn't change anything too much. Which is strange. Put it up the tier of my mace, or I could enhance my mace even further. I could level up and try and get one of these equipped. Wield that which has smitten me so many times. This was cheap. Decisions. I would also really like to try out the parrying buckler. And it seems like dexterity is going to be a headache for me frequently. I'm trying to be more strength-oriented, but we could always improve this, since I'm never taking it off. How much does that cost, actually? 130 souls, so that's not much, but I don't really have Titanite shards to just throw at stuff right now. Nothing much to improve on that. I know. I'll go check out the armor. Oh, hush.
I'm glad to see you safe.
This looks really intriguing. since the improvements are obviously not doing too much of squat. Oh, I saw a guy wielding this earlier when he died. Yeah, the guy next to the iron chest with the 2 firebombers. He backed himself into a corner next to the chest. He was wielding this. No wonder he didn't do so well while he was blocking. Anyway, this is looking really inviting right now. It fits what I want to be my preference for strength over dexterity and armor and stamina and all that nonsense. But, it bugs me that it's 2,000 souls on top of what it will take for me to level up for 20 strength. And it says it's made of wood. And I'm looking at the blocking, so it only blocks 50 magic, 45 fire, 65 lightning, which is actually pretty good, and then 40 on everything else. So it does have more stability, which is nice, and it will be classified as a great shield, so it will recoil more weapons. Probably those bastard swords I'm having such a problem with, or had a problem with. Anyway, I also remember talking to one of my friends, and they were saying that the new bash mechanic for the great shields can trigger parry sometimes. Like if you hit them, it can knock them down, and then you can use the parry on them. I mean the riposte. Anyway, I'm really interested in this, but it's very expensive. There's probably going to be a better one later. Oh wow, these look much nicer when they're not blacked out. What is my current poise? That's 15, 12, 104. It's pretty valuable. I was looking at this though. This is the improved version of what all the hollowed fuckers are wearing. I didn't really need to swear there, but whatever. No. This looks kind of nice, actually. It actually has more poise than the, what is that, elite armor? Yeah. And I think it looks, like, really intriguing. I like the design of it. And it's not that expensive. I mean, as far as armors go. The elite armor is very expensive. I could bit this, improve a weapon, but which weapon would I improve? I think that since I haven't been going for the longsword yet, and I've only really used it in a couple of niche cases, and then I switched back to the mace anyway to bash down the bastard sworders, I'm going to go ahead and improve the mace. Like I was saying and thinking to myself earlier that
I considered returning to...
Yeah.
I considered returning... I started... Thanks very much.
I was now let me actually finish that sentence and thought. I was thinking earlier that it's very early in the game for me to be spending anything on upgrades. But on the second thought, this is just Titanite shards. Like, it only costs 800, and I can imagine 800 going by really. Oh, so that's how I know how much souls it's going to cost to upgrade. It's written on the thing, right there. 250, 530, 520. So I'll improve that once. Oh, yep, and then it immediately takes 2 shards. So that's not going anywhere anytime soon. What did I improve my dexterity to wield this? Sword. 9. Okay, so I probably have 9 dexterity still. It would take... Come on. 12 to wield this, 11 to wield this.
Equipment can be... My girl, no. Now, even you. I'll be around if you...
Ooh, I like how I look from the back. Oh, and it opens up in the front for my legs, which means it's very practical. Now, as far as the metal on this thing goes, this is roughly what kind of a thing I would wear for myself. I'm not so sure about the pauldrons, but just a chest plate on the front to cover your vital bits in your heart, and your lungs, and your guts. Keep your guts inside you. And probably something like what's on my left leg there, shin guards. Same thing for my arms. I like this lightweight plating. Probably wouldn't go for the chainmail since that would defeat the purpose of being lightweight. Maybe some hard leather. It'd be the kind of thing I would go for if I had to put myself in a fighting situation. Like, I couldn't think of it. I wonder if I have enough to level up after that.
Bearer of the
Oh, please,
secret,
shut up and let me
lest
level.
this
I could really do without you monologuing at me each time I want to level up. Yeah, I've got plenty enough to level... Yeah, there we go. Twice. Good. Okay, so I need 2 dexterity to wield the bandit's knife, which is apparently a strength scaling critical dagger, which I find very intriguing. That, like, I imagine there's probably an enemy I'm going to encounter at some point who will be more vulnerable to parrying and riposting and backstabbing than smashing down in the front. Likely a poise-based fighter. What is this again? Equipment load. So that will put my equipment up by... what is that? 1.5 for each one. This will improve my stamina by 2 each time. Those are things I consider very valuable. Like I said before, I don't exactly know like what sort of threshold for agility I should be shooting for to keep myself going faster. It's much faster. I should rephrase that. It is much more reliable to scale up these two, which have a much more observable instant effect. I have more stamina for rolling, attacking, and blocking. I can equip more stuff and not roll around like I have rocks in my socks. I could also work towards that great shield. I'm going to level these two equally for now. Thank you. Alright, so that puts my souls at 21, a nice forgettable level in case I die. We're gonna go and explore whatever Pates is apparently sitting next to, some sort of trap. After we try out our new loadouts with this armor. Yep, and I'm still light rolling, or medium rolling. I honestly don't know enough. I haven't looked at it enough to distinguish them yet. Exact same weight, inferior in every other way. Okay. Okay, he hasn't noticed me yet, has he? No, good. Oh, I'm at 67%? Well, I've kind of jumped up in weight. I'm kind of pretty fat. That's about 2 pounds. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, it's 3 pounds. Right there. It's another pound and a third. I wasn't wearing these at all before. I'm gonna go ahead and take those off since the poise didn't seem to actually be saving me from bastard swordsman's staggering me. Like, I'm really keen on trying to get my load back down closer to 50-ish. This is... it's only about 1% of it so far. That percentage is really, really handy. I should put this away so I don't accidentally equip it at some point. It being inferior garbage. Well, it didn't matter. Let's get moving. As I observed before, just running really fast is good for... oh, you've despawned. But not you. I am your better. Look at how shiny my armor is compared to yours. You're wearing garbage. I am wearing the finest. I wonder. Yeah, can't hit him. Of course he can hit me this time. One attack of his that actually does hit me is right when I finally put my shield down. Okay, I guess I've killed the spearman more than I've killed the halberdier. That or the thought I had earlier that some enemies have more lives in them, so to speak, than others. You know what? I honestly don't want to kill the fat guy more than I have to. He probably drops some valuable things, maybe his mace.
I'll leave this one to you.
Okay.
I'll leave this.
Yeah, shut up. Be wary of enemy horde. Oh, goody. Alright. You know, I think I remember... I didn't actually go for that. Okay, so what can I do with 10 now? Oh, I can equip the short sword. Well, I'll try that out. Could be a faster alternative to a sweeping weapon that the long sword is serving me as right now. Yeah, so right now, the only thing I've equipped the long sword for is to try and sweep. Yeah, this is more vertical on the light attack. Oh, but this is a stab. That's handy. How far does it reach? Decent, but it is shorter than the longsword, obviously. That being its namesake. Yeah, that won't hit squat. It does step forward on each attack, though. Yeah, there's no point to dual wielding it. I mean, two-handing it. Okay, so this is definitely mostly inferior to the longsword, other than the fact that it can stab instead of this. But I want to have this.